Andy, AFC Fylde away tomorrow, first league game of the season. How much are you looking forward to getting underway in the National League?
Yeah, really looking forward to it. Always seems pre-season takes forever. But to be fair, this one seems it's gone relatively quick. The lads have worked extremely hard. Staff as well been to get the lads ready. We feel like we're in a really, really good place at the moment. The lads have been outstanding in terms of buying into what we're asking of them. I think we've improved every kind of game, every week through pre-season. The attention to detail and them taking that in has been exceptional. We've really sort of driven a lot of information into them this pre-season. Because it's fine margins at the end of the day. We look at last season, it was fine margins that we're still in this league. So we're looking at them sort of fine margins now. That attention to detail, going into tomorrow and obviously for the rest of the season.
And on a whole, how would you sort of assess pre-season in terms of getting the patterns of play right and the players fitting into the system?
Yeah, obviously, because we've brought players in late or sort of different type of players that we want, obviously, and the one that we feel we can grow into. We've worked really hard to get certain players in to make us better. Obviously, the chairman's been fantastic in that. He's really, really supported us. Obviously, we've had to get players out of the building as well. Because we can't have sort of the biggest squad in the world, and obviously we need to get players out to bring players in. And the chairman's been outstanding in terms of that. And Wally's worked really hard with me on that. We feel like we've got fantastic balance. The things that we felt we missed out a little bit on last season, we think hopefully we're going to rectify that in terms of the players we've brought in, that experience, that robustness. It's a long old season. There's a lot of things happen. You get ups and downs. You get injury suspensions. Not just myself. Through the season. So we've worked really hard on bringing the right type of players in, and they've brought into every sort of pattern we've done, every kind of detail that we've thrown into them, and we're in a good place at the moment.
And of course, first opposition of the week, AFC Fylde. I mean, they ended last season in good form, so they're going to be some tough opposition tomorrow.
Absolutely, especially at home, they're really, really good. We found out that towards the end of the season, being 2-0 down very early on in the game, they put you under pressure. They press really well, really good in transitions. Chris has done a fantastic job since he's gone into management side of it there. So we know we're going to be a really tough game. I've got a horrendous record there, so hopefully that becomes a little bit better tomorrow, hopefully. But we'll just concentrate on ourselves. We know what we've got to do. We have to turn up and be at our very best to get anything from the game. We know that. First games are always difficult to kind of gauge. Everyone's feeling the same. You're kind of apprehensive and excited at the same time. But one we're really looking forward to against a really tough team. But as I said before, we feel like we're in a really good place. We've got players coming back in who have been injured a lot of pre-season, in and around the bench as well. So we do feel a lot stronger going into it.
And in terms of the injury front, how are we sort of looking with those players returning?
It's great to see Ozzy out today, which was brilliant. Obviously, Tunney's come in this week as well, which is great. Bose is back as well, so we're really nearly fully fit, pretty much, which is great going into the first game of the season. It was a little bit frustrating through a lot of the games in pre-season in terms of, we had a few of our sort of more experienced players out in the mid part of pre-season, but thankfully, they've all come back in the last couple of weeks, which is great and has helped us massively. You look at the bench, or when we obviously unite the team tomorrow, the bench is getting stronger and stronger. Obviously the first team as well. So again in that as well, the lads, the staff, and that have worked really, really hard behind the scenes to get these players fit and ready for the first game of the season. Finn and Az have done a fantastic job, along with the other staff. And we're ready to go and looking forward to it.
And last of all, just a word for the travelling supporters making the journey up to Fylde tomorrow.
Look, they're absolutely brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant last season. We had we're at the top of the away form last season. Can we? It'd be tough, but can we go and kind of replicate that? We won't do that without the support we have Tuesday nights away at Hartlepool last season. We've got bodies there, which was absolutely unbelievable. Gateshead away last year, and we're looking forward to playing in front of them tomorrow, and we massively thank them for their continued support. Keep doing it, because we definitely need you.
Brilliant. Andy, thank you.